Did you know that cats could remember up to 10,000 different images and keep them in memory for up to 10 years? That's more than some dog breeds. Today we'll dive into the amazing world of feline intelligence and examine 5 compelling signs that your furry companion might be smarter than your neighbor's dog. Before we begin our fascinating journey into the world of feline intelligence, share in the comments. Have you noticed unusual displays of intelligence in your kitty? Perhaps they've learned to open doors or turn on lights. Your stories will help us gather even more evidence of feline cleverness. Meanwhile, make yourself comfortable and get ready to be amazed. This topic is important not only to win the eternal cats versus dogs debate, but also to better understand your pet, establish a deeper connection with them, and perhaps even teach them new impressive tricks. So, the first sign that your cat may surpass dogs in intelligence is their incredible ability to solve problems independently. Unlike dogs, who often turn to humans for help, cats prefer to figure things out on their own. Remember, when your cat first encountered a closed cabinet door behind which their favorite toys were stored? Most likely, they didn't meow pitifully, waiting for your help, but methodically examined the door, trying to understand its mechanism. Many owners are surprised to discover that their pets eventually learn to open doors, pull out drawers, and even turn on water faucets. Research shows that this independence in problem solving is a result of evolution. Unlike dogs, who were domesticated by humans about 30,000 years ago and became accustomed to relying on people, cats have maintained their independence and ability to survive without human assistance. They continue to think like small predators, analyzing situations and finding optimal solutions. Have you noticed how your cat watches you when you open a food container or refrigerator door? They're not just waiting for food, they're studying the process, memorizing the sequence of actions, and one day, when you least expect it, they might put that knowledge into practice. The second sign of superior intelligence is cats' phenomenal memory. Contrary to popular belief, cats have excellent long-term memory that may surpass that of dogs. Researchers from the University of Tokyo discovered that cats can recall solutions to complex problems after 10 minutes, comparable to the performance of primates and dolphins. Moreover, they can store this information for years. Your cat remembers where you usually keep their treats, even if you haven't taken them out for several months. They remember which places in the house are off limits, although they may deliberately ignore these rules. Especially impressive is their ability to remember people. If you had a guest who once stepped on your cat's tail, rest assured they won't forget this person even years later and will keep their distance. But a person who treated them with delicacies will be greeted like an old friend, even if they haven't appeared in your home for several years. This memory extends to daily routines. Have you noticed how precisely your cat knows feeding time? Even if you don't use an alarm, they will come and start demanding food exactly when you usually feed them. Try changing the feeding time, and you'll see how accurate their internal clock is. The third sign is cats' incredible ability to learn through observation. While dogs need to be actively trained, repeating commands over and over, cats often learn simply by watching what happens. Research conducted at the University of Milan showed that cats can copy the actions of other cats and even humans after just a few observations. For example, if your cat sees another cat receiving a treat after performing a certain action, they will very likely try to repeat that action. Many owners are surprised to discover that their pets have learned to open doors by watching people. They carefully observe the hand movement, the turning of the handle, and remember the sequence of actions. And then, when no one is looking, they try to repeat what they've seen. And often they succeed. This ability to learn through observation is especially impressive considering that cats have not undergone such intensive selection for trainability as dogs. They have retained this ability naturally, which indicates a high level of natural intelligence. Have you ever noticed your cat imitating your actions? Maybe they try to repeat your gestures or movements? Share your observations in the comments. The fourth sign is cats' emotional intelligence, which is often underestimated. Many consider cats cold and detached, but research shows they have complex emotional lives and can understand human emotions. Cats can read their owners' moods and often change their behavior, depending on whether you are happy, upset, or sick. Have you noticed how your cat comes to you when you're crying or ill? This is no coincidence. Studies show that cats can distinguish human emotional states by facial expressions, tone of voice, and even smell. Especially impressive is their ability to adapt their behavior to different family members. With active children, they can be more patient. With elderly people, more gentle. And with those who fear them, they keep their distance. This ability requires a high level of social intelligence and empathy. Unlike dogs, who often show the same friendliness to all people, cats are more selective in their social connections. They form deep, individual relationships with those they trust, which speaks to the complexity of their emotional world. Researchers from the University of Oregon found that cats form attachments to their owners similar to those that children form with parents or dogs with owners. This disproves the myth that cats only attach to homes, not people. And finally, the fifth sign is cats' amazing ability for self-learning and adaptation. Cats constantly learn and adapt to changing conditions, often without any external stimulus or encouragement. Remember how quickly your cat settled into a new home after moving. They explored every corner, memorized the layout of rooms, found the most comfortable places for rest and observation. They learned to navigate the new space much faster than many dogs. Cats also show remarkable inventiveness in play. They can invent their own games using the most ordinary objects, from crumpled paper to sunlight reflections on the wall. They experiment, test different hunting and playing strategies, constantly improving their skills. Especially impressive is their ability to learn from their mistakes. If a cat once burned itself on a hot stove, it will never repeat this mistake. If it understood that certain behavior leads to the desired result, for example, meowing at the refrigerator leads to getting a treat, it will systematically use this strategy. Unlike dogs, who often need constant guidance and reinforcement, cats are able to independently analyze situations and make decisions. They learn not to please humans, but for their own benefit, which requires a higher level of self-awareness and intelligence. In conclusion, we see that cats demonstrate impressive intellectual abilities in independent problem solving, long-term memory, learning through observation, emotional intelligence, and the ability to self-learn. All these qualities suggest that in some aspects they may indeed surpass dogs in intelligence. What do you think? Have you noticed displays of unusual intelligence in your cat? Perhaps you have a story about how your furry friend surprised you with their cleverness? Share your observations in the comments. I'm very interested to learn about your experiences with these amazing creatures. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. This will help more cat lovers learn about the hidden talents of their pets. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell to not miss new, fascinating videos about our furry companions. And be sure to share this video with friends, especially those who still think dogs are smarter. Next time, we'll talk about another amazing ability of our purring friends that might completely change your perspective on them. Believe me, you'll be surprised. Remember, Our cats are not just cute, furry creatures. They are real little geniuses who teach us something new every day. We just need to observe carefully.